Hello my friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a great day. I'm here with a little flip through of this journal. So I started it and I finished it. I finished it off video because I posted another video today. I'm going to publish this video tomorrow, this video right here. But today I did unboxing a Postal Love video and published that. So you know, I needed to work on something, so I went ahead and worked on this and finished it. But it was started out with a video number one was we were working on the cover, and it's titled you know, Easy and Simple Journal, and that's what I wanted to do, something easy and simple, because I just, you know, finished a complicated time intensive journal. So this was super fun, and I'm working on the other one still. I showed you two books and they're both vintage, and this one I just, you know, decided to finish this one first, and then I'm going to finish the other one. But when you see this video, it will be in my shop. But this is Sleeping Beauty, a vintage Walt Disney Sleeping Beauty book that I made it from. Here's the front and the back. You can see the wear, but I like that. I like, you know, worn books. So, you know, pre-loved books type of thing. So let's just get started. This is bound with loose leaf rings here, notebook rings. You can open them up right here. There's a little in the hinge. If you get this and you're wondering how to deal, you never dealt with loose leaf rings before, what I do is, because they will spin around sometimes, so I just push the hinge. This is the hinge. You know, they open here, and I push the hinge. I just kind of push it to the back, and it goes right there next to the back. So that's how I deal with that. And we've got an awesome thunderstorm going on. You can probably hear it raining, pouring down rain and thunderstorming. So nice cozy little time here in my craft room. But yeah, I've got a bead dangle here. This is you know, one of the beaded tassels I made on Tassel Tuesday. I made 3 of these that day, and I showed you how I made them. It's got a little lobster claw clasp, and then I attached it onto this notebook ring with just a little bulb pin, because that's easy to move around, right? It won't get in your way. So when you go to open up the journal, you can either take it off or push it to the back like that, and it's totally out of your way. And then also I put some washi tape here for kind of just to even out this little edge where I cut the book apart on the front and back. And you know, it acts as a little decoration too. So let's just get started with a flip through. Oh, my candle's going out. What's happening? I think the wax is getting going down into the wrong place. So like I said, this was a pre-loved book, and the name of Mrs. Willard is written neatly right here. And this was the first page, and I left it as the first page because I think it's beautiful with the cover. This book had these beautiful inside of covers right here. So I left it just the way it was because it's perfect the way it was. And let's see, there's all the original pages from the story are in here. So I kind of did it every other type of thing where I put a page and then I put some other things. So you'll see as we go through. So Sleeping Beauty, you know, this is one of my favorite Disney stories and Disney princesses. So you know, if you know the story, you got the little fairies here that take care of her. But this is some pretty computer stationery here. You can see I used all coordinating papers that went with the colors in this storybook. So I have right here, I had a little mishap with punching the holes. So if you see, you won't see anything, but I fixed the mishap with mishaps plural with washi tape. And I actually like if I hadn't done the mishap with the washi tape, with the hole, punching the holes, I hope that I would have maybe, you know, done this a little bit anyway. So what I did on some of the pages was, well, here's where I punched the holes on the wrong side. And so I covered it up with washi here and here, and it's coordinating washi. So I'll tell you the other thing I did as we go through. This is some pretty cardstock. So you'll see a lot of blank pages, so you can just go to town decorating, writing, whatever you want to put in here. This is a page from the book. The story is in order. I use a lot of pretty scrapbook paper in here. Here's a pocket right here. And then this is some scraps. These three were scraps from the scrapbook paper I used in this journal. And this is a little cut apart from the scrapbook paper pad I was using. They had a 1 page of cut aparts that I was able to use in this journal. And look how pretty that is. A little library card with a little rose on it. So pretty. I love that. And then here's a page from the book. So you have the thing about, I'm sure you've heard it before if you've watched loose leaf, ring binder flip throughs, is that you can open up and move anything around, move it around, rearrange, add to, take out, whatever. It just gives you a lot of flexibility. So here's another thing I did. The holes, somehow I didn't do the holes the way I wanted to. And I hadn't done the problem was I hadn't done a loose leaf, ring binder bound journal in a really long time. And I mean, that's all I used. That's how I started out. That's all I did, but I just hadn't done it in a long time. So I didn't do the holes the way I wanted to. So in order to fix that, I put washi tape on both sides and then fixed the holes to how I wanted to do them. But in the meantime, that made these pages, see, sometimes you see people, maybe they say they need to use reinforcements, the little circles on these types of journals and on weak pages. But being that I use this washi tape, that makes these pages that I used it on actually extra strong here where it goes through the loose leaf ring. So I was kind of really glad that happened because it's an extra decoration and texture and pattern here, and it turned out really pretty, I think. So yeah, I'm really glad it happened so I could experiment with that. Here's an envelope I put in here with a pretty thank you card. It's just, a journaling spot, really. And it's I have a large collection of, this might be vintage. Does it have a date on here? Yeah, this is vintage, 1999 on this. So yeah, even though it looks kind of like newish, it's actually vintage. So yeah, I did add some vintage things in here. So even though this is a Sleeping Beauty journal, it can be for any age, is what or in any theme. You can put anything in here. Use it as a travel journal. Use it as your, glue book. Use it as your, sewing journal. Anything you want to stick in here. Add just, writing journal. Add pictures and mementos, and it would be awesome, as any theme you want to make it into. So here's some more pretty stationery. You can see how it coordinates with all the colors. A guest check. I did want to put some different variety of page sizes and types. Here's some pretty scrapbook paper. Here's another pretty card. This one I left together and I punched it in. So that's an example of what you can do. This is another piece of the other half of that computer stationery that I started out with. And so, yeah, I cut the papers in half to fit in here and then use one half in the front, one half in the back. So this is the other half of that pink cardstock. Now this is one of the cut aparts that I was talking about, but look how big it is. It's almost a page, and I thought it was perfect to put in here because this is a nice, good size book. So this fit in here, so it was perfect to put in here. This page has a pocket, and there's a couple of scraps, and this one I left together. It was cut off the bottom of a page. So you can use this together, cut it apart, use it for layering, backing your photos, as like a photo mat, any of that kind of thing. Here's a cut apart. You can cut these out or use this as a whole journaling card. You can cut this out and use it as a little label. Very pretty too. So can you see how this washi tape really adds to the look? And really, I just think it's so pretty. And I matched it to the page too. Like if it had a lot of pink in it, I put some washi tape with pink. Or if it had a lot of blue in it, I put some blue here. So really came out nice. This one was beautiful too. This is another washi tape that I used. And see, he's got a pink on him, and just the whole look. It adds to the whole look of the page. That's cardstock. All the scrapbook paper is cardstock. So here's a pocket page that I added. This is I usually find these in the recipe binders that I pick up. So that's where I found this, but I wanted to put one in here because I thought it was a perfect size for a little, and the ring binder too, for a plastic kind of pocket page. And so it had holes in here, but it didn't match. Actually, the middle one matched, and then I just had to punch new holes for the top and the bottom. And then I added some little like journaling cards that are in here. They are from the cut-aparts that I told you about. So I put one in each pocket. So that is open on both sides, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, that's open on both sides. But like this one is in, this one has the part that goes in the rings. So kind of, and it's pretty tight. So it's not like they're going to fall. You can see I'm flipping it around and they don't fall out. So that's why I left it like that. Cardstock here. Now this is, I have a pack of these large divider cards. They're for like large index cards, files. And so I was like, oh, this is the perfect journal to put one in. So I did put one in here. I just wanted to put some fun stuff in here too, put my own spin on here. So this is a beautiful piece of embossed stationery here. And there you go. That is the end of this journal. So I really felt like I put as many pages as I could in here and still leave plenty of room for you to add. Because when you add more pockets or, start adding things to the pages, this is going to double in size. So you're going to use up your notebook ring space before you know it, right? Once you double this in size. So I didn't want to make it any bigger. I wanted to leave plenty of room for you. Like I said, just spin these little notebook rings to the back, the little hinges here, and then you won't have any trouble opening and flipping through the pages. So besides the little bead tassel there in the journal, you get a pack of goodies. So I really tried to, since this is, pretty much like a blank journal, and I put a few things in the pockets in there, I really wanted to add a lot of goodies to the goodie bag here so that you could just go to town when you get this and start having some fun, right? So I put all of this in here. First of all, it's a matching little paper bag, pink. A lot of pink and blue in there. But I wanted to put like new and old things in here, like scrapbook paper. That's new pretty much. And then some older things too. So I'll just start, let me turn it over to the bottom and start flipping through what I have in here. This is a nice, pretty poster-let that can be, you can do so many things with this. Put it down as a pocket, and then you can open it and have your journaling space. Or you can put it in a pocket and just use the whole thing for journaling. Or you can put pictures in here. Or just whatever. Look, see, it's pretty on the back too, so kind of hard to glue something like that down, but plenty of room to do something inside. There's some index cards in here, so this is one that you can color if you want, or of course you can make any of these things into pockets or cut them up. Sometimes I like to cut them in half and make 2 journaling cards out of something like this, or just use the whole thing. It depends on what you're doing, what you're saying, how much space you have on a page. There's a couple little coin rollers in here, different sizes and colors. These are some more scraps from the scrapbook paper that I used in here. This is from the cut apart. These are really pretty little flowers. You can use this whole strip like this, or you can cut out these little circles. So this can be fun. These are index cards that are marbled. There's 2 pink and 1 blue. So there's like 3x5 index cards that they're no lines, they're just marbled. This is a little dry erase letter. I had the whole alphabet. I've been using them in my journals, and so you can write on there, or make that into a pocket or whatever you want. Some green tickets. This is a recent find that was already beautifully decorated at this tag. And since it was pretty and colorful, I decided to add it to this journal. But this can be, you can add some ribbon here or some lace and write on the back, glue it down, make a side tuck, anything like that with any of that stuff. Here's a little mini index card that I made. This out of scrapbook paper, not index card, but Rolodex card. So I made that one out of, you can make tuck spots out of that, or journaling or whatever. So there's some bits and pieces here that I've punched out with my punch. Here's this can be a little corner pocket. See, I could have put these in here, but I wanted this to be, you know, like almost, well, I guess it's like a kit, isn't it? Just, you get the journal, you get the little tassel, you get the paper bag full of goodies so that you can do what you want to do and put things where you want them. You know what I mean? That's the fun, right? This is a little journaling spot that I made out of some scraps a while ago. So I'm trying to add some of these to my journal, or to my, my goodie packs. It's just, it was a scrap. I kind of corner rounded it and put a piece of coffee dye paper in there to write on. You can even make a little paper clip out of this or whatever you want to do. Some little punched out music and, you know, flower punch outs from different things. Let's see. See, I told you I tried to look around and put a lot of stuff in here, vintage and all kinds of ephemera. So this is a little vintage florist card, and it had that pretty flower on it. That's why I included it in here. There's a couple of floral, let's see, here they are. Floral playing cards. 8 and 9, look at that. I didn't even know. I just picked them out because they're pretty floral. And let's see. This is a couple of, I think I put 2 in here, little mini cupcake papers, and I flattened them out so that they would fit in the bag, but that's how I would use them. I would make flowers or out of something, glue them down in my journal and make something pretty like a flower or something. And then here, this is a very vintage doily, but it's got this beautiful pattern on it that I found recently, but it's been a few months probably since I found these, but I thought this was just one of the most beautiful, paper or whatever these are made out of, doilies. And I folded it in half just to fit in the bag. And this is an envelope that I made out of scrapbook paper. And in here I have, I don't know if I can get them out right now. They're in there, good. But I have butterflies. There's some butterflies that I punched out with my punch. Here they are. Butterflies. There, I put some colorful ones. Oh, this is a scrap. Colorful butterflies. I think there's some more in there. They're stuck in there right now, but and some pretty buttons, vintage buttons in there. I just wanted to put them in something too. There's some more butterflies in there, but yeah, I wanted to put them in something to keep them collected there so they don't get lost in the bag. But yeah, that's lots of goodies, and like I said, I'm still working on the other journal, but I think this is a nice little kit to either get for yourself or a gift for someone, because they really have everything they need to have some journaling fun. And it would be great for a starter person too. I mean, experienced or starter person, because it's not overwhelming when they get it and it's all decorating, and they'll be, well, what am I supposed to do? What type of thing. So you have plenty of room to write or, glue their own things in. Maybe they have a pile of things from a trip they don't know what to do with, and there you go. You could give them this for a gift, and then they would have somewhere to put it, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I had fun with this, and when I started, I said I wanted something quick and simple, and it was pretty quick and simple, but very, very fun. I really enjoyed making it, and I'm going to work on that other one, and I'll be back. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did put eyelets here, so that this is, it doesn't need it. Like, I didn't put them in the back because I actually ran out of eyelets. But it doesn't really need it. This is a nice, strong, thick book. You know what I mean? It's way harder than even a little golden book even. It's just one of those really hard. I think it's really hard anyway. So it's not like these holes are going to wear out. But I like the look of eyelets anyway. So I put them in the front here just for looks. Because I just think they're cool and pretty, and they add to the look of the overall cover here. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, because like I said, I got going on this and finished it off video. But like if I went through and you're saying, I wish you knew how I did something, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to maybe come and do a video on the other one and show you. Or I can do it, I have lots of books, so I can do more. So I can show you in a video one way or the other is what I'm saying. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Happy crafting.